it's official. I'm dropping out of school because I have 100 subscribers now on YouTube, and you know what that means. I'm famous. Just kidding. I actually have to leave in 3 minutes to go to school to take a quiz that I didn't really study for, but I'm hoping somehow I know it deep inside my brain just from magic. So I haven't been like super into crocheting right now. Partly is because I am focusing on school. Like I'm starting to get midterms coming up, and things are just getting a little bit more hectic on that side of things. And obviously that's gonna come first because eventually that will be my career and not crafting, which I will still continue to do, but I have to see that more as a hobby, just based off how my life is set up. Like I said, I haven't been super motivated. Oh, sorry, I'm going through puberty. I haven't been super motivated to be crafting. I've done a lot of polymer clay stuff, but not really anything crochet. And I kind of need to get together because this Sunday I have like kind of a market. It's a flea market that runs every Sunday, but on the last week that they're open, they have a crafter section. And I went last year and I did pretty well. Dude, you're being a little creepy. If you're gonna say something, say it. The judgment though, it's okay. Oh, my bad. So what this video is gonna be, so the last couple weeks, I've been going to markets every single weekend. And so I have like a large set of data that I've collected from my bestsellers, price points, and also competition in a sense of like when other crocheters were there, how I did, stuff like that. I'm gonna actually go take my quiz now. Let you know if I fail or not, because I'm pretty sure I'll get the grade right away. And then yeah, I'll be back and then we'll talk. So you wait for me, all right? You wait for me. It's like, it's the ego, you know? Okay, bye. So that was harder than I thought. And that, folks, is why you should always be studying and staying on top of things. Hey, check out the stickers. All designed by me and cut and printed by me and everything by me, so let me know. All right, so for my 2-day market that I did, my top sellers were actually like my earrings and my stickers, which this happened last year too, when I only had polymer clay earrings and like desk buddies. Like I didn't have any crochet because I didn't know how to crochet yet. I didn't have any stickers, nothing like that. And this was like the only fair where I sold so many earrings. That's why it's also important not to compare yourself to each market and also to other people's markets, because the people and the population of what's coming in is so different and you never know what they're actually gonna wanna buy. But as far as for crochet, this was the first fair that I actually put pickles out, and people went like berserk. Like I had people coming up to me being like, are there any more pickles left? Because I was labeling them as like emotional support pickles. And because of that title, people thought it was like the funniest thing ever. And I had those priced at $8 and I had only made 5 and I sold all 5 across the 2 days. Also, now I sell the pickles for $10 because I put little mustaches on them, felted mustaches, and they also now have a emotional support pickle tag. So it's kind of jazzed up in a sense, but you can also give it to people as a gift and they will know what it is, compared to just having a little sign on the basket where they are and people seeing it and then that's it. But then the next thing that sold really well for me with crochet, and this has been across all my markets, are turtles, the tofu the turtle pattern and the triceratops pattern, which I believe the tofu pattern is made by, I think it's Meg's Makes Crochet or Meg's Make, I'll put it somewhere. And then the Triceratops is from QB Crochet. I'll also put it down. The Triceratops one is a free pattern, but the tofu one is like $3 on Etsy. And it's going to a small business, so I was willing to pay for it. The turtles and the dinosaurs, or the Triceratops, those were $10 each. One of my top sellers was the bees and octos, but they were the mini sizes, so I had like probably like this big, and they were only $6, so it made it easier for people to buy it, because if parents came with kids and they had multiple, they're like, okay, we'll just you each can get one of the minis instead of like a higher ticket item. And so that's kind of like a consistent seller for me, and they're super quick to make. Like it probably takes me 10 minutes to crank out one of them. The only thing is that I get really bored making them. So it is mind numbing while you're doing it, and I go insane. And then the last crochet pattern that sold really well actually was my own. Link in bio. No, but it was the Chonky Birds. That was also a name that people thought was hilarious. And I had 2 pigeons, a bluebird, and an eagle, and all of them sold except for the eagle, and those were for $12. And that, I'm like consistent with that price point. I had one lady who was like, oh my God, my grandfather used to train pigeons. And I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. And she bought it, and I was like, thanks. Yeah. The bird community, people go crazy over birds. I think it has something to do with luck. And a lot of times, on a more serious note, I think a lot of times birds are associated with like, people see them as like signals from like someone who has passed on. Side note, so I need to stop drinking Diet Coke. Don't tell my mom though, because my mom doesn't like that I drink Diet Coke because she thinks it's gonna cause me cancer. Okay, don't tell her. But so I bought a bunch of seltzers and the bubbly ones, which I've had before, but they got this coconut pineapple bubbly and it's got a mustache on it. I mean, you're kidding me. It's gas. It is gas. It is helping me try to stop drinking the DC. And the DC sometimes does sneak back into my life, but you know, it's about the effort, right? The next event that I went to was a Pride event, which was in September, which, I mean, I guess gay rights are all year round, baby. This was the second time I brought pickles to a market. I couldn't keep up with it because I try to crochet while I'm selling. I was hunched over in the back, like trying to work it. And like, I'd have people come over and be like, oh, are there any pickles left again? And I'm like, no, sorry, like I'm working on one right now. And they're like, okay, like we'll be back in a little bit until you're done. And I'm like, okay. So now I'm having intense anxiety trying to get this done. Yeah, this one was super successful. It was only, I think, like a 4-hour market, but it was on a weekend, and there was a lot of like kids too, which kids and teenagers I feel like are my prime targets. Like if I see a kid walk by or a teenager, I'm like, are you gonna come over here? Are you gonna, no, yeah. And then I see like a grandma or grandpa and I'm like, just keep moving, you're not gonna like this. And they do the old like, oh, this is cute. You did a good job. Yeah. Which, thanks for the support, Gma. But also, don't you have a grandchild or something? Like they, you know? But that's just me being an asshole. So once again, my mini octos and bees, bomb, sold out. People love spending just $6 because it's like, I can spend money, but I can also buy other stuff. Yeah, and then I sold out of the Triceratops again. I sold out of the Chonky Birds. All right, and my last market that I went to in the month of September was an Oktoberfest, but it was in September, all right? Because it's okay, Tober, it's a German thing, all right? So don't come at me. And I sold out of my bees and octos again. I made 2 pigeons and a mallard, and those all sold. So with the pattern that I have for the birds, let me get it for you. Un momento. So the nice thing about the chunky bird pattern is that you can make different types of birds and use the same one. I do have like an eagle modification because that is adding extra stitches. But other than that, like, so here's the little chunky pigeon. Like, come on. You see that? You see that junk? Oh, come on, get into it. You sit right there, all right? And then, all right, so I did pigeon, same pattern. Boom, mallard, done. Same pattern as well, just different color changes. And you can really play around with it. So all the birds I've made so far, I've done a bluebird, pigeon, mallard, seagull, and an eagle. This is what gets me, this like tail. It is so cute. And this is, sorry, I'm just going on a rampage now of this bird pattern, but does it count? Let me know down below, but does this count to be a no-sew if the only thing you're putting together, like you're just tying a knot there? So like, this isn't gonna make sense only if you crochet, but where you feed it through and then you tie a knot and then stuff the yarn inside of it. And that's all you have to do. You have to do a tie a knot here, and that's why it's free here. And then same thing with the beak, because the beak is literally so small. And then with the feet, because I wanted them to be free. So you're just tying these on. Does that count as a no-sew then? Like, there is no sewing to be done. I don't use a needle for this at all, except for finishing off the bottom, but you have to do that with everything. So can I call this a no-sew? All right, so this video ended up turning into me just talking about my pattern. Plug. Honestly though, I've been like pretty burnt out recently from my last year of school for grad school, and then also trying to keep this like business going, which is all like voluntary. Like, I want to be doing that, but the fact that I was going to a market every single weekend for the entire month of September and also balancing school, it was just too much. Because what would happen is that I'd go to a market on Saturday, sell a lot of stuff, and then I have to spend the whole week basically stockpiling, and it became more of a job than for me a hobby and like being fun and creating. So I think I'm gonna kind of step back a little bit, even though I technically have the market on Sunday, but you pay when you show up. So, I mean, I technically don't even have to go. So we'll see about that. But I don't know, I've just been like having a lot of fun with polymer clay, and like that's what's giving me happiness right now. So maybe crochet will kind of be more back pocket. Other than that, that's all I have. So thanks again though for all the subscribers. Was not expecting it, to be honest. I'm just making these videos because I have a lot of fun, and kind of keeps my mind off of things going on in the old noggin, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Also have an Instagram and a TikTok that I post occasionally. Like, I'm not consistent with anything. You know, I like to keep you on your toes. When is she gonna post? She's so mysterious. Oh my god. I don't know. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a good day. And this is like my first official outro, so bye. Okay, bye.